Hey everyone, Dan with you from Flint Truth. Hope everyone's doing well. Heard about this guy yesterday and felt compelled to um, look at it. Actually, it was the day before yesterday. I apologize. Felt compelled to look into this guy. Now, obviously, I don't listen to this. I don't even listen to this, especially this type of crud crap. I couldn't tell you any artists or any songs from the last 20 years, unless, they're a big Satanist and I've covered them for that. Um, but yeah, for the most part, I don't know who these people are. Tom Macdonald, though, was watching the RV live stream. He was showing a clip from Jericho where Jeranism was, you know, ranting and raving about how great this guy was, how fantastic this guy was, and that this guy, and then of course he was doing his usual God hating and talking about RV, which anybody that watches my channel knows that I'm a heavy fan of RV Truth, and I push them very hard. Um, as I don't believe there are many real truthers on here. I use discernment with everybody. I suspect everyone. I don't trust anyone. That just goes for everyone. And I take the good and I leave the bad. And I think that's how we should be with a lot of these. As long as their heart's in the right place, they're putting out good information. They're not an actual disinformation agent or a satanic sellout. Like a lot of these people, like Jaredism, David White, so many of them that's been exposed and obvious. Rose 77, Patricia Steer, Mark Sargent, conspiracy guru, music guru, and all those type of people. They're clearly, obviously controlled opposition. You can throw Rat Truth in there. You don't have the following as they do. He's one of them. Conspiracy Castle, Alex Stein. And like I said, I've just been watching RV Truth. To me, it's Russian vids, and it'll always be Russian vids because I've just been watching long. 2000, I came across this channel on YouTube, and as you guys, there was a lot more truth on YouTube that you could find back then, and it wasn't as heavy watered down as it is today. So it's hard to find the real truth on YouTube anymore. Anybody with any real following is controlled. This guy's no different. The truth movement, sadly, seems to be infiltrated with rats, with these cons, these gatekeepers, these satanic sellouts. 2015, 2016, they seem to just, the floodgates opened up and, they came from everywhere. They shut down a lot of the real truth. Their algorithms, you no longer can find whatever real truth is still on the internet. The truth is still there. There is the Wayback Time Machine, which, but that only works for so much. You only can find so much there as well. There is a great stockpile of old RV videos on there for anybody that's an RV Russian. It's under Russian vids. There's over 1,000 videos of his old work on there stored. Fantastic work, great work. I definitely recommend it to, you know, yeah, great. As a matter of fact, I can share the link if you guys don't know how to get there and how to find his work on a Wayback Time Machine. But yeah, Google and everything else, they just their algorithm just scrubs it and takes all the truth out, makes it impossible to find. Instead of the real truth coming up when you type certain topics in, they'll have cat videos come up or they'll have something totally off topic. It's just the way that it is. I'm somebody that's very censored, lost many channels. It's just the way that it goes. Real truthers, real people that want to put the truth out there, the controlled opposition, they're always going to hit the brick wall. They're always going to hit that fence, and they're going to have a hard time. Their channel's going to be taken down. Their stuff's going to not get a lot of views, if it does manage to stay up. Like I said, their algorithm's really good. As you guys can see, I can't even leave comments on a lot of people's pages. It won't let me tag people. It's really crazy. But they've scrubbed it. Google, you hardly can put anything in anymore that will find anything. If you try to go to I think it's called DuckDuckGov or something like that. Duck something, I can't remember it. But if you use that, that's a little bit better. However, it still also has deep algorithm that only lets you come up so much. There is other forms and ways to look things up. And as a lot of you guys should know that you shouldn't be using Google anyways. Um, Google's watered down information, the stuff that they want you to know for whatever topic you're putting in. They have their little goon squad goon squad answers ready to pop up. So we're gonna talk about this guy right here. He's a satanic sellout. We'll get it right into it. Won't waste no time. Like I said, was watching an RV Truth video, came across tonight, and he was talking about him. And then I guess this guy just put a video out 4 days ago, and I was shocked to see he had 4 million views already in like 4 or 5 days. So this guy has a huge following, huge following, and we're gonna expose him today, and hopefully people can understand why these people do these things. So I want to shed a light on that. So let me make sure that this is sharing, and it is. Okay, good. It says, "Whom are you mocking? At whom do you sneer and stick out your tongue? Are you not the brood of rebels, the offspring of liars?" So when you see these guys doing this right here, when he's sticking out the tongue, that's why he's sticking out his tongue. Okay, they're very well what this Bible verse says right here. Whom are you mocking, right? That's who they are. They're trying to mock Jesus Christ, right? To them, they serve the God of the world until Jesus returns, which is Satan, Lucifer. According to the Bible, that's why he tried to tempt Jesus with all the kingdoms of the world. He said, I'll give you all this if you just bow to me. And he showed him all the kingdoms of the world. And Satan said, get behind me, or excuse me, Jesus said, get behind me, Satan. And so obviously Satan, is in charge of all the kingdoms of the world for the time being until now. Obviously, he didn't create them. He didn't create nothing. People, we only can take God's creation and repurpose it, create it, whether that be metal, wood, whatever it is. We're not really creating anything. People can have arguments that they're creating art and they're creating this, they're creating that when they take stuff and build sculptures or whatever. But really, they're just taking stuff that God already made, material that God already made, and they're building with it. So they're the builders, but like I said, these guys right here, they're Satanists, and that's why he sticks his tongue out. The same reason why he has the one eye covered right here. It's also in reference to the Bible verse. Woe to the worthless shepherd who deserts the flock. May the sword strike his arm and his right eye. May his arm be completely withered and his right eye totally blind. So that's what these guys are doing. That's why they cover their right eye. But also, Satanists do things in reverse. They do things the opposite, according to Aleister Crowley and according to the Satanic motto. So if you guys are unaware with that, I've showed that in several videos. I don't know if I have that actual picture in this artwork. So let me look real quick. But I've showed it 1,000 times, and we're gonna show, of course, this by no mistake is this guy's name, Macdonald, Tom Macdonald, 33 in numerology, 36 in Chaldean. And if you guys don't know, 6 and 3 obviously is 9. 9 is one of Satan's numbers. I've proved that 1,000 times. This guy is just another one of Satan's puppets, Satan's minions. That's why he's doing the devil horns. He's doing the Baphomet, wearing the shirt. Look, called the Riot Room. Look at it. Got the satanic pentagram right here, doing the bath. I mean, this guy screams he's a Satanist. He's got his upside down cross, and people just don't see the truth for what it is. I mean, look at him. Every picture, he's doing the devil horns. He's wearing an occultic shirt. Of course, his name adds up to 33, and this right here should be the #1 giveaway to people. Right here. This guy is #1 on trending, and as you guys can see, the arrows that I drew here, he's #1 on trending. Look at his demonic eyes with demonic possession, and you see the X right there, how he's been X'd. I'm gonna get in and show you guys the whole point of the X, but that's gonna be after I present a little pictures. I'm gonna talk a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to the X, and I'm gonna show you guys how many celebrities. Just the importance of the X and how you see it everywhere. You're going to be surprised. Like I said, I cross all my T's and dot all my I's. But anybody that's #1 on trending, anyone that's, look, he's got 500,000 views in one day. So this guy's being pushed for a reason. Okay, he's been on Glenn Beck. He's been on not Alex Jones. I apologize. Glenn Beck and Fox News. Uh, they don't. They're trying to say, oh, this guy doesn't have a label. But come on now. They're saying, oh, he's too. That's just the way they're fooling the masses when they're saying, oh, he don't have a label and nobody will sign him and this, that, and the other. Who do you think's pushing him? Why do you think he's number one on YouTube? Okay, the people who control YouTube are the six satanic elite. They're the ones who's in control of YouTube. They're the ones who get to say who gets to be number one on YouTube and who gets to be zero on YouTube and who doesn't get any views. And so anytime you see somebody that's trending, especially number one on trending, that's controlled opposition, doing that for a reason. This guy's a total satanic sellout. And you can look at his eyes and see the demonic possession. You can see the devil tattoo on the side of his face. I mean, it's common sense, Why is this guy pick death reels for his album name? Do you wonder? Do you suggest? Because death reels is 33 in numerology, guys. Okay, these people are Satanists. They're occultists. Okay, and it's important that we understand this. This guy is a satanic sellout, a satanic puppet, and anybody with any discernment can go right through and see. There's a reason why this guy is being pushed. Okay, he's no hero. He's no This right here says, do you know the hidden meaning of do you know the hidden meaning behind taking selfies with the tongue out? Why do they take all these pictures with the tongue out? Because I told you guys, they're the offspring of rebels, children of liars. They're mocking God. Whom are you mocking? At whom do you sneer and stick your tongue out? Are you not the brood of rebels? Are you not the children of rebels? Are you not the offspring of liars? That's what these people are, and they're laughing. They're mocking God. They think it's funny. They think it's hilarious. He thinks it's hilarious. Look at him sticking his tongue out, doing his devil horns, his Baphomet. Okay, now we're gonna go through here. Let me uncheck that one so that way it doesn't click when we click the next one. That's why he has the right eye covered here. Look at them. They're both. It's him and it. And I don't even feel right actually calling him a him, to be honest with you, but you can't even talk really about that on here anymore. So, but yeah, this guy, who is he sticking his tongue out? Who is he mocking? He's mocking Jesus Christ, right? The Lord said he's not to be mocked, right? So this guy is a Satanist. He's evil. His family, is obviously occultist. Him and his wife, they're big time occultists. That's why they're sticking their tongue out. And look, not only is he sticking his tongue out, look, he's covering his right eye, just like I just told you. And look, he's got his WW belt, which is 33 in numerology. He's holding it over his shoulder, showing you the 33, guys. 33. People might say, oh, he's a wrestler. He's a former wrestler. This guy, exactly who this guy is. He's a satanic sellout. Okay? He's a puppet being used by the establishment, being used by the elite, being used by the system. And he's making fun of people. His whole names of his songs tell you that he's making fun of you. He's laughing at you. He just wants your money. He don't care. This guy's a clown. Okay? Look at this. This is his video. Got the all-seeing eye right there. What is this thing? Investigation, please. This is ridiculous, guys. And for those that have eyes to see, you guys see it. And for those of you that don't, you won't see it. Okay? Look at his. Okay, those of you guys don't know. For those of you guys that don't know, sorry if I can spit it out. Panther, the Black Panther, an occultic symbol, very occultic. Okay, there's a reason why it's chosen, right? Look at this guy's eyes. He's possessed. Possessed by who? The devil, of course. And he's wearing his little skull gloves, with doing the Baphomet, doing the devil horns. These guys are Satanists. Look at them. Mocking Jesus Christ, man crucified for having an opinion. People might say, "Oh, it's just a joke. He's blah blah blah. He's this, he's that. It's just an expression. He's trying to tell the truth and out people and this and that." This guy was handpicked and given these lyrics. He didn't write these lyrics. Okay, he's not witty. He didn't come up with these. These were given to him. And for anybody with any common sense knows that this guy and this guy, or this guy, excuse me, they're satanic. Okay, he wears this and he does the Baphomet, and you guys still don't think he's a Satanist, right? He does this on the cross, right? Does all this stuff, but you guys don't think he's a Satanist. I mean, it shows real poor discernment, guys. Here he's wearing, if this will pop up, I apologize. Here he's wearing, look at his eyes though. I mean, devil possession, okay? Now people might say, oh, he has his eyes tattooed. That's devil possession right there. That guy's possessed. And you can think what you want. Blackened of the eyes, also whitening of the eyes, clear signs of devil possession. Look at this guy's video. Sorry, look at this guy's video. He's got his hell flames burning up right here, right? Make America hate again. That's exactly what all these people's goals are, right? Divide and conquer, right? They're trying to get people to hate each other, people to be against each other, trying to divide the truth community. Dog backwards is God. So he's got his dog on his, if you guys know what this is a 3D pyramid right here. Also a Celtic cross, but it's just a diamond, a 3D pyramid, a triangle, which is a very powerful spell casting symbol in the elite. He's got his little eagle, his little phoenix rising with the flames right up here. Anybody that's got any discernment knows exactly what that is, okay? And I just wish people would see the forest for the trees, man. You look at this guy and see his eyes aren't as they are other times, but you see him doing the devil horns. Let's see. You see his eyes black in here, and like I said, could it be an effect? Could it be contacts or whatever? Yeah, sure. But this guy's demon possessed and devil filled. You can do what you want. Look at him. Every single picture, and it's funny how he changed more and more to look a certain way, right? Got his death shirt, right? Got his skulls there because the Bible says all they that hate me love death. So think about it. That's why these guys love skulls. Order a skull and bones. Order a death, right? The whole pirate and skull and crossbones, right? These guys are obsessed with death, right? That's why they drink out of Geronimo's skull. And hopefully you guys appreciate this information. Hopefully I'm not just wasting my time because, like I said, I know what I'm looking at when I see it. I'm trying to put the truth out there for people to see. I already know I'm heavily censored. I already know a lot of people it's probably not going to get to a lot of people. But if I can wake up one person, two persons, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, I would feel like my job, I feel better. So, like I said, of course, this guy's doing 666, right? Just another Illuminati puppet, another Satanist. Again, devil horns. I'm sure somebody's going to say, oh, you're just a hater, or oh, you're just a conspiracy guy. Look, the riot room with the satanic pentagram. Of course, got the 33 name and also the 9. So he's got 33 and 9, the duality name. 6 and 3 is 9 for those of you guys that don't know. And if you type in 36 in this calculator, it'll come out to 9. And I've showed that time and time again. Of course, he's got his little pirate outside right here. I don't know if this is the tattoos that he's got on there, if it's just a filter or what, but it just shows what this man's into with his skull and crossbones, his hellfire, his devil worship. Again, the 33 belt, the WW. You notice there is no E there when it's supposed to be WWE, which is fake. I don't know how anybody could watch it, but people watch football, and football is just as fake. I mean, boxing, it's all contrived anymore. It's all controlled. So any big time game. But look, of course, here's the one eye symbol again, right? You got the lightning bolt with him doing the devil horn, sticking his tongue out with one eye closed. Okay. Now that just shows you right there, this guy's a child of the devil. And he knows exactly, that's for the initiated, right? For the most people that would see this, they'd just be like, oh, cool, rock on, man. That's so cool, bro. And they won't think twice about it. They don't realize what they're looking at. They don't realize that symbols have a significant meaning to the occult, and it's how they communicate without words, right? And the people that aren't initiated, which I'm uninitiated, so I guess I shouldn't say all people that aren't initiated, but people are stupid, they're dumbed down. But this is for the uninitiated. We'll never know unless you actually do your homework and do your research and are someone like me. Okay, very far in between. Look at the guy, devil horns, everything is, you can see his shirt, and he's got a purpose to fill. I don't know what just happened there, but again, look, like double lightning bolts in the Bible. That comes from Luke chapter 10, where it says, "I beheld Satan fall from like lightning from heaven." And that's a reference to Satan being thrown out of heaven. Jesus was looking up and he seen Satan get thrown out of heaven, and he said it looked like a lightning bolt being thrown from the sky. So that's what their obsession with the lightning bolt is. So, and of course, imagine that it's $30, right? Everybody hates me T-shirt. Go figure. Oh, these people, man. Again, the eye. Sorry, guys. The all-seeing eye, as you can see. Here's the one side of the pupil. There's the other side of the pupil. Here's the middle. Okay, it's a eyeball also with a satanic lightning bolt in it. Anybody that's got any discernment knows exactly what they're looking at. And like I said, to the uninitiated, they won't look twice. Okay, we're gonna move through this, guys, because there's a lot to get through. I don't want to make this too long. Akin is double official member T-shirt. It's a snake with the 3 arrows through it and the 3 um, what is it, like drops, poison drops. But anyways, you get your 3 and 3, right, which is 33. We all know that this beheaded snake, the snake stands for Lucifer, right? It's where he was referenced to a snake in the garden, right? Doing the devil horns, and of course he's got the little fist in the front, right? And of course people just don't know what they're looking at. This guy's not a Satanist. He's great for the truth movement. Yeah, look at his girl, just as dark as she is. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta close the door. I apologize. My dog just bursted in. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. But anyways, as you can see, she's sticking her tongue out. The one-eyed symbolism, the mocking of the tongue, the Baphomet. They know exactly what they're doing. Of course, like I said, not only is this guy devil possessed with the X right there and all that, but the satanic colors right there with the black and the orange, it almost looks like that's a lightning, kind of like a lightning bolt. But not saying that is, just saying kind of looks like it. Let's keep it moving. What's the next one we got? Of course, the skull and crossbones with the sword through the right eye, right? Just like the Bible verse says, a sword through the eye, blinded in the right eye, just like we just read. And look what it says, cult member, right? And of course, he's got the, the slate on. So hopefully I'm making my case pretty well. Hopefully you guys are understanding what I'm saying. I don't remember where I left off at. Again, here's his video. He gets a 6, 6, and the other 6 because he's blocking with his foot on purpose, the other 6. So 6, 6, 6. Look, with his eyes closed. He's got those things tattooed on his eyes, so that way far away it looks like he's demon possessed. He's doing it for the look, as you guys can see, right? But also you get the 33 with the right here, or Master Mason, right? The MM, which is 33. So these people are occultists, right? This is just one day of me looking into him. Like I said, I didn't spend more than an hour on it. So forgive me if you guys think this isn't enough evidence. Here he's got his Lords of Salem, and everybody knows what goes on in the Salem witch trials, and how that whole city is considered satanic and witches and blah 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 blah, and they do the whole satanic panic, right? And he's got this upside down cross for the Salem Lords of Salem. So, and I don't even, these guys are just Satanists, right? For anybody that's got any discernment, they're like, whoa, I can totally see what you're saying. Again, uh, you see the double lightning bolt, but I was trying to read what this says. I can't even read what this is. That supposed to be a hang over gang? I guess I'm not sure. I'm not cool. I'm not in the cool satanic group where I can understand this stuff. But it looks like it says hangover gang. But I would be guessing. I don't know. Anyways, it's satanic, of course, obviously, with the devil horns, the skull, the two lightning bolts. This was in his video. Um, I'm not gonna comment on that. Again, satanic. Devil horns, but also I want you to notice the black and white, the duality, the Masonic checkerboard, the yin, the yang, the light, the darkness. You can't have one without the other. That's what this is all about. And they're Satanists, they're occultists. Again, he's got the black and white there, black and white here, the devil horns. But to the uninitiated, they don't know what they're looking at, right? They don't. Let's see if this will focus. There we go. Can you stop telling my girlfriend she's Illuminati because her rap name is Rockefeller? She's starting to believe it. Look, all seeing eye, all seeing eye, all seeing eye, all seeing eye. And every time, look, it's over the right eye, just like the Bible verse, just like I told you. And of course, if you don't know why he's doing the peace sign, it's the same thing that the Baphomet's doing. Only his hands are usually closed together. But the Vulcan V, the 5, whatever you want to say, the peace sign or whatever, just stand for the New World Order. When Satan he comes, he promises false peace, right? Peace finally comes to the nations, but really it's false peace when death and destruction comes, and the four horsemen come in and all that. So that's what they mean with the whole peace sign. That's what the whole peace movement was about in the 60s with the whole LSD, and I could get into that. That's a whole nother subject, but that whole peace sign is occultic, and some people you just can't get through to them. My mom and my dad uh, both went to Bible college, both big Christians, and were big influences in my life. But I put it into their head that the peace sign was occultic. A lot of pictures they would do the peace sign, or they would say peace. And love my parents to death. My dad doesn't do it, anymore. My mom is dead; she's in heaven. Um, she finally, after a while, I guess just before she died, she did realize, I started showing her a lot of the stuff, and she, this was back in 2016, and she was like, "Wow, son, you really, opened my eyes up to a lot of things," because I showed her a lot of things, and she was like, "You are doing God's work," and she knew that she said one day that I was going to be doing God's work, and I truly believe that I am. Like, and that's there's another reason why it made me get off the sidelines is I wanted to put some of this information out there. It's not right that that I know exactly what I'm looking at and other people don't. So trying to put some of my discernment out there. If I can help anybody, I always am here. I always try to. By no means am I perfect or do I know everything or anything like that. But this is look. My sister just got married, so I flew, and I'm not gonna say anything, just like I didn't say anything about the other. But you guys know there's an investigation that needs to be done here. This is his sister. Sister. Sorry, guys. I had a little cough. I was somewhere down the wrong hole, but just ridiculous, guys. This is ridiculous. People are evil. Let me see where I left off at. I apologize. I believe it was right here. As you guys can see, it's got the 3D pyramid right here with the dog on it. Dog spelled backwards is God. He's Satanist. Do things in reverse. You got the phoenix rising from the ashes with the flames rising right there. This is occultic. There's more to this, but I'm not gonna get into it. Maybe another live stream. But only can say so much. Of course, he's got his little pentagram right here. His Hollywood star. He gets his little gram, his Hollywood star, and he's happy for it. As you can see, this one right here is upside down, but it doesn't really matter whether it's down or up. Actually, upwards facing, I've heard is more powerful. The inverted pentagram is more powerful than the downward facing pentagram. But anyways, it says number one, he beat WAP, which horrible. I don't know, who would let their kids listen to that is beyond me, or Tom Macdonald. But it says people so stupid, number one, and you don't think this guy's in control position? There's no way he would be number one if he wasn't controlled opposition. But what I wanted to show you guys is his Masonic ring right here. Can you guys see that? Let's see if I can zoom in. You guys see that right there? I don't want to zoom in on this clown too much, but you see his little Masonic ring right there. Looks like it's even got an X on it, just like his forehead. So we're going to get something about the X as soon as we finish these pictures. The X that's on his forehead. Let me see how much more we have to go. It's weird because I just added some pictures and I don't see him in here. So let me look real quick. Give me 1 second. I had some screenshots of his rings, and I don't know where they could have went because I know I put them. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna have to go find them, so I do apologize because it's a worthwhile picture to show. So why it didn't save in here, I don't know. Yeah. So I think I have it right here, guys. So give me 1 second. I do apologize. I should have had it ready. I thought it was in the folder, but you can't always be perfect every time, I guess. I do apologize. It's weird because I could have swore that I already had downloaded it. Okay. All right. So let me share this picture. I don't want to make this stream too long. Okay. Do you guys see that? You guys should be seeing that. Let me see. And I do apologize for the minute of dead time, but okay. So you guys see that right there. Let me get back to the stream. Oh, why is it not showing? I just shared it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I do apologize. You guys should be seeing this now. Yeah, there you go. So you guys can see this is right in the song where he claims that he's not Illuminati. Clearly, Devil's Pentagram. Clearly, the Baphomet with the Enlightenment on the top, the torch of Enlightenment, the light bearer, right? The light up top because he's the light bearer. All these Freemasons, that's what they seek in every degree, right? Is to see more light, right? And as you can see right here, he's got his Illuminati ring right here with the triangle in the middle. Which, if you guys don't know, a triangle, it's earth, fire, water, wind, fire, water, wind, air, water, and wind, fire, water. Those are the three elements for the triangle: wind or air, fire, and water. So it's a very powerful spell casting symbol. You can see right here his upside down cross, his little Knights Templar cross. Here's right here, as you see, is the X, right, which has lettering on there. Let's see if we can zoom in and see some of the lettering. Yeah, but this guy is just evil. So let me see if I can zoom in at all on the picture for us. Yeah, this guy is evil to the core. Yeah, it looks like it's an X or a sideways cross, like we said, but looks like that's an 8 ball right there. But I was trying to see these lettering CSP C. Anyways, this guy's an occultist, and it's clear for anybody that has discernment, eyes to see. So I told you guys that I was going to get into what the X on his um, forehead meant, and like I promised, I'm a man of my word. Um, I make do what I say, like the Bible says. Let your yes be yes, let your no go. So, right here, you guys see the X on his forehead. Very important for what we're going to get into. So, I'll zoom in real quick so everybody knows what we're talking about. As you can see, look at his upside down cross right there, and his X also. How it's the upside down cross or an X, depending on I guess which way you're facing. But right here is where we're looking at right here. Let's see if we can uh, draw a line to it right here. This is what we're looking at right here. This guy is letting you know he's been X'd. It's like that Jamie Kennedy show, right, where he said, "You've been X'd." You guys don't know the significance of the X, I guess. But yeah, he's been X'd. He's a puppet Satanist with his number. Look at his number one. Is what he's trying to show you guys. Look, people are so stupid, and that's the truth. People are so dumb. He's making fun of you guys. Like people that listen to me and believe me is so dumb. They're so stupid. I don't know how anybody would listen to me. She's just cheesing with her dupe and delight. Yeah, it's so great. I love this money that he brings in from his satanic sellout, from selling his soul to Satan. From this might as well be a pitchfork because that's what uh, these people are occultists, you know. Yeah, and then people just say, yeah, he's such a truther. He's such a Christian. He's just putting the truth out there. Them lyrics were given to this guy. Okay, he's nothing but an occultist. Obviously, I can't draw because I don't draw the crap. But this guy's an evil person. That's what he is. Evil person. He's a Satanist, a sellout, and it's time that we expose him. Hopefully, you know, hopefully you guys can see the forest for the trees with this guy. But we're gonna get into the X, like I said, and here we go. Getting a little bit faster at this. All right. And I know it's not my time that I have available. A lot of times to do these live streams, people are working because I work odd times. So I do apologize. And then with the homeschool, like I said, my times are very limited. I only have very short times to do live streams all the time. So I'll apologize. But right here, you see the triangle right here as the tree, right? The little pine tree. It says take life. Right? They're talking about take the life of the tree, but really they're talking about killing people. It's a metaphor. And you see right there the skull and crossbones with the chainsaw element. So you got your earth, wind, and fire, or whatever. You know, you got your spellcasting symbol. These people are Satanists, so um, X stands for Anton and was also a biblical hero, also the biblical hero Nimrod, also known as the mighty hunter of Jehovah. That's what this X stands for. It's In case you guys don't know, Nimrod. It's another word for Satan. Just like I was telling you guys in the Green Day CD when they named one, or where they say one nation under uh, dog, and dog is God, or is God. If you write God in reverse, it's dog. So that's what these Satanists do, things in reverse. And as you guys know, I'm gonna start. As you guys know, they well, you guys know. So Nimrod, who was born, pardon me. It's just like that Jamie Kennedy show. It's jumping around. I don't know why it just jumped on me. I apologize. I had a text, so it kind of interrupted my thought of what I was going to say, so I do apologize. Nimrod, who was born on the, but I was just saying, these guys are all sellouts. These guys are all Satanists. That's what it stands for, is Nimrod. Oh, I was talking about Green Day and their CD, how they say, Satanists do things in reverse, and God in reverse is backwards is dog, and that's what these Satanists. That's why they always wear dog on their stuff, because they have big pictures of dogs and stuff. Who let the dogs out and all that stuff. It's all references to Satan. And I was gonna also say that they have a CD named that they put out called Nimrod. So Nimrod, who was born on December 25th, exactly, who is really about which is really who Christmas is about. Which is why people like Brian Denglinger, which I love the guy's channel. I love a lot of his work. I take the good and leave the rest, leave the bad. But a lot of the things that he says is, I shouldn't say a lot, but some of the things he says is against the Bible, and it lets me know that he's controlled opposition just like most of the other rest. Nimrod, who was born on December 25th, the high Sabbath of Babylon, was the founder of Babylon and the city of Nineveh. Nineveh. In the history of mankind, Nimrod stands for unequaled for his symbolism of evil and sick practices. In the history of mankind, Nimrod stands unequaled for his symbolism of evil and satanic practices. He is credited for having founded Freemasonry and for building and for building the legendary Tower of Babel. In defiance of God's will, in Talmudic literature, he is noted as he who made all the people rebel against God. Ephesians 94b. I say Ephesians as PES. I meant my mind jumped. PES 94b. The legend of Midrash recount that when Nimrod was informed of Abraham's birth, he ordered all male children killed to be certain of eliminating him. Abram was hidden in a cave, but in latter life he was discovered by Nimrod. Then Abraham refused and was thrown into fire. The legendary symbol stands for, the legendary symbol for Nimrod is X. The use of the symbol always denotes witchcraft. The X is used as a shortened meaning of Christmas. It actually means to celebrate the feast of Nimrod. A double X, which has always meant the double cross or to betray. It's exactly. That's why all these churches and they have double crosses on there. Then they're double crossing you. The pastors are all Freemasons. The church buildings are all government buildings. They're not right. A real church is the body of Christ. It's us, the people. Okay, it's not a building. And its fundamental meaning indicates one's betrayal into the hands of Satan. When the American corporations use the X in their logo, such as Exxon, the historic Rockefeller firm of Standard Oil of New Jersey, there can be little doubt of this hidden meaning. The importance of Nimrod in any study of the occult cannot be overemphasized. Because of the powers given to him by the clothing of Adam and Eve, Nimrod became the first man to rule the whole world. The importance of Nimrod in any study of the occult cannot be emphasized. Because of the powers given to him by the clothing of Adam and Eve, Nimrod became the first man to rule the whole world. The importance of Nimrod in any study of the occult cannot be overemphasized because of the powers given to him by the clothing of Adam and Eve. Nimrod became the first man to rule the whole world. He indulged that power by launching excesses and horrors which never have been equaled. Ever since the time of Nimrod, Babylon has been the symbol of depravity and lust. Nimrod also introduced the practice of genocide into the world. His grandfather Ham, having consorted with other races and brought children of mixed races into the world, was was persuaded by his consort, the evil Nemaya, to practice ritual murder and cannibalism. She informed Ham that by killing and eating fair-skinned people, his descendants could reign their superior qualities. Throughout the ensuing centuries, the fair-skinned descendants the skinned descendants of Shem, Noah's oldest son, have ritually been slaughtered by the darker descendants of Ham and Nimrod in the world's most persistent campaign of racial and religious persecution. Not only did Nimrod kill and eat the fair-skinned descendants of Shem in his fury and hatred of often in his fury and hatred, he would often burn them alive. The type of human sacrifice involving the eating of the slaughtered human victims derived its name from the uh, combi- combined names of the uncle, Canaan, and the demon god Baal, the two names being combined to form the word cannibal. Nimrod was also known in ancient history by the names of Marduk, Bel, and combined names of his, and Merodach. Because of his importance in history, Babylon was known as the land of Nimrod. Nimrod is also cited as the most ancient Masonic constitution as their founder of Freemasonry, The Curse of Canaan, a demonology of history by Eustace Mullins. The X stands for Anton and also for the biblical hero Nimrod, known as the mighty hunter of Jehovah. Since Masonry has replaced the cross of Jesus with an X representing their own Christ, that Christ of Masonry was the biblical Antichrist. Therefore, the X in modern Freemasonry represents the Antichrist. Thus, the X in Skull and Bones represents the black magic masonry symbol for Antichrist. Mithras, lion-headed figure from Mithraism, standing on a sunwheel. Notice the key in his right hand, the scepter in his left, and the snake wrapped around his body. Okay, here is the brain with no septum pallidectum. Where the red arrow is, there should be a piece of tissue. One of the anatomical defects, apparently, in the psychopath brain, as it is defined at the time. Of course, the whole reptilian thing is a lie. It's fake. Uh, really, what it means is demonic possession, the demonic spiritual world, and you can, people use it, let their bodies be used as a host, and a demon can inhabit their body, and that's really what it is. Of course, here you have right here the female womb for anybody that knows what they're looking at. Um, you got the X, of course, of Nimrod. Again, you got also, uh, well, it's people think it's the Alpha and Omega, but that's not what it stands for. But I'm gonna save that for another study because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag because I have a study coming up on that. V for Vendetta, of course, with the X right there. Lucifer sigil, and you guys can see the X in it. Also with the square and compass, right? Here you got the PX sign. Of course, it's got the X sign. It's not a Christian sign. Important German cathedral, rife with the pagan symbols found so often in secret societies. The PX is the staff of the god Osiris, and the point on the circle represents the phallic organs. Albert G. Mackey, A Manual of the Lodge, New York, Charles E. Merrill Company, 1870, page 56. The point within a circle is an interesting and important symbol in Freemasonry. The symbol is really a beautiful but somewhat obtruse allusion to the old sun worship and introduces us for the first time that the modification of it among the ancients as the worship of the phallus, which is the male organ. As you guys know, this symbol was used by early Christians and is attributed to the Roman Emperor Constantine, who used it as a military symbol. You often see it on banners called the Liberium and I always get messed up on this word. Ecclesiastical processions. The tree row symbol is also the origin of using the abbreviation of X for Christmas. Irish figure dug up from under a tree. Figure has uncharacteristically crossed arms as are common in Egyptian images. Of course, he's doing the X for Nimrod, Osiris, people in the X sign. Of course, I'm not sure who that band is. Silicon Samurai, I guess. Um, Osculator X. Never heard of them. I've never heard of none of this crap. Like a storm, all-seeing eye with the X. You got the Lucifer and Nimrod in one, representing Satan. The beginning of the end of the beginning. Uh, Paradise Lost, of course. Lily X with the eye symbolism. It's so funny because these people that are coincidence theories, man, I mean, you just have to be really brainwashed to believe, fall for the lies of the mainstream, indoctrinated. X right here, the metal hardcore. You got the big X, of course, and then the little X with the skull and the fire, with the circle, with the circle within a circle. Very powerful spell casting tool. Of course, you got not only an X here, but it's the X with lightning bolts, which, as we already know, that references Satan. Of course, with the burning flaming fire here, with the music, because music, the devil was known as the greatest musician in heaven, who made the prettiest music of all time. So, of course, and it looks like it's got a little fire dragon, like a little, I don't know, phoenix or something coming out of it. These people are occultists, guys. Here you got your little, looks like a sideways Masonic apron, but it's also an X, of course. You got their little caged helmet, right, for their cage symbolism. Of course, she's got the Alexia with the X in red and over her right eye. Okay, guys. Of course, it's coincidence, right? Alice in Chains, skull and crossbones, right, with the daggers creating the X through the skull. But coincidence. Anthrax, of course, got the satanic pentagrams. You got the lightning bolts, skull and crossbones. You got your X. Got your 666, right? Also look like 66 and 66. So these people will never see it. You got your torch of enlightenment that's also doing the X. It's also crossing for Nimrod. You got your circles within a circle. Looks like with the sunbeam, right? The light bearer, Lucifer, the light bearer. Of course, the army of pharaohs, right? With the torches of right here. I don't know if them are torches or if those are actually like a either which way. It says below the battle, and it's crossing the X with the Seraphic mummy, the Egyptian. Of course, it's always death because, like the Bible says, all they that hate me love death. So love it or die. So love Satan or die, right? Of course, they got the satanic bat wings on it. Supposed to be Uncle Sam, Avenged Sevenfold, with his pentagrams all over. Probably if you counted them, there's probably a certain amount too, because you see there's 3 right here. Everything is done for a reason. You got your X right there, again for the Nimrod Babylonian symbol. Not fooling anybody. Again, you have your lightning bolt. Here he's Xing the drumsticks, but I'm sure you guys are going to call it a coincidence. And look, you got the lightning bolt hitting the bell tower, the Capitol building, and it's shattering it. I thought it was a bell at first, so I apologize, but after I looked at it, I realized. Of course, you got the X right here for Yuhad Barak. I don't even know who that is, but of course she's Xing them, she's crossing them. You guys remember that show, You Will Be X with Jamie Kennedy, right? You have been X. And in my lost days, it was a show that, that I actually watched. So, X, where they X people. So, of course, you got an X on her dress. Of course, she's doing the X with her feet. Of course, people are going to be like, something? Yes, guys. Okay, never claim to be perfect. I have like all people, have fell for the tricks. None of us want to admit to being duped. The problem is if you don't allow yourself to admit that you've been fooled and duped, then your ego and pride is going to take over, and you're never going to be able to see the forest for the trees. You're never going to be able to come to real new conclusions. You're never going to be have the truth brought to light because you're going to be stuck in that matrix, stuck plugged in, stuck with that pride and that ego, not letting you see the truth. So of course, it looks like up in the sky right here. Not only do you see the uh, so-called aliens, but really, what do you see? You see the snake skin up there, right? Representation of Satan, right? People might say reptilian, but it's the scales and all that. That comes as Lucifer, okay? It's demonic. There's no such thing as reptilian. That's baby truther talk. Okay, that's Tom Macdonald's fan talk. That's reptilians are as real as Bigfoot. Okay, all-seeing eye, of course, with the pyramid and capstone, with it not completed. Right, that's not set down on there yet because world order hasn't happened. Satan hasn't come and take over. Got the devil's pitchfork, but it's also right at the crossroads. Standing at the crossroads, trying to read the signs, wondering which way I should go to find the answers, right? They're telling you guys, if you listen, you've got the crow right here, which symbolizes death, okay, a powerful occult symbol. You got your flames, the flames of hell. You got your crossbones. You got your guy buried right here with the video games. Look, he died playing in video games. And it's occultic, okay? So you got your X, your crossroads, your skull, your witchcraft books right here. Your crystals, I'm sure it's probably what it is. I'm not sure. Your booze, your devil's pitchfork. So you got the busy bone doing the X again, right? With the circles within a circle. It's like a sun right here, a black sun. If you guys don't know what the black sun is, the black hole sun, black eyed peas again. And I'm gonna make a whole live stream on the X, so don't worry, because I'm not gonna go through all of it today here. But as you guys can see, we'll go through quickly. The X is very important to these people. Here is Russell Brand, of course, with the X right in his name, letting you know the Nimrod satanic brand. Okay. Name also is 33 in numerology. He's another fake truther. He's got his X right up there. So I've made my point. I don't think I have to show the rest. You guys get it. Chris Brown with the X's in the eyes. These people are Satanists. They're occultists. I've proved my point. I don't want to go too long because it's already been an hour. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Again, you get the sigil of Lucifer sign right here, right, along with the X, right, also with the pyramid, with the little Nike sign. If you guys know anything about the Nike goddess and the sign there. I mean, just every one of these are occultic. The one-eye symbolism of Kobe. Of course, I'm doing the diamond, and they're also doing the X right there. Of course, he's doing the X. These are puppets. These are clowns. The world stage uses them. Look at that X. You guys have all seen the smiley face with the Blink-182 XX. So, Burial X. State Trooper. On the cross, Christian death. Look at this. This is disgusting. But you see the crosses. You see all the Egyptian. You see Simon Cowell with the X Factor. Billy Corgan X in his guitars. Aleister Crowley X in his hands. Doing the Dragon Claw. I mean, so this is obvious for anybody with any eyes to see. For anybody that wants to see the truth. That's what the X stands for. That's why he's got it tattooed on his forehead, just like this right here, XIII. It stands for 13. Plus, they got XOX. Plus, you got the hexagon. You got a circle within a circle. You got the Freemasonic square and compass in there. You got so much happening right there. You got pillars going on. I mean, these people are just occultists. Of course, Eminem relapsed with the RX. Yeah, the whole thing with the prescription and RX. So. David Gilmour with the X. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end it there. You guys know that this guy's evil and an occultist. So, God bless you all and peace.